Yeah, Omaji Sinkal. Listen. This is for everybody who's ever felt doubted. Going through a storm, you wonder if you're gonna survive it. This is for everybody who's ever felt alone, with no one to tend to, so you just play this song. This is for
What's up, everybody? My name is Omanji Sinkala, and I'm here with another video. And mainly, this video is all about how I mix and master vocals. So I'll just give you like a simple tutorial on how it's done. Yeah, nothing complex in this video. So I'm about to open up a project I did recently, so that you can have a clear understanding of what I'm talking about. So the first thing you see over here, that's the instrumental. The second and third, fourth, up to the fifth, these are the audio files, the vocals. Yeah. So mainly we'll be covering the three main things that you need to know. The first one is noise gate. So let me play this. Use some sound and.
This is for everybody who's ever been broke, and anybody in a wheelchair that told you will never walk. This is for everybody who's ever lost a loved one and understands the feeling of losing someone.
So what I want to do is for you to have a clear understanding of what I'm actually playing. So the first thing I'm going to do is, turn off the instrumental.
Yeah. Omaji Sinkal. Listen.
And now all I'm left with are the vocals.
This is for everybody who's ever felt doubted. Going through a storm, you wonder if you're gonna survive it. This is for everybody who's ever felt alone, with no one to tend to, so you just play this song. This is for everybody who's ever been homeless.
So mainly these vocals are already edited. So I want to like break down what I did to get to this point. Yeah. So that's added reverb, noise gate, and compression. Yeah. And this is the vocals without editing.
Time of need you felt rejected by your homies. This is for every single parent out there. I can only imagine the cross you bear. This is for everybody who's ever been broke, and anybody in a wheelchair that told you will never walk. This is for everybody who's ever lost a loved one.
Yeah, so that's the so that's how the vocals sound without actually editing them. So the first thing I'm doing here is the utilizing the noise gate feature. Most music production DAW softwares actually do have this feature. Yeah, you can either do it as in manually, or you can just like use what's already programmed into the software. Yeah. So what I'm doing right here, so since you're just like starting out, mainly you don't want to tamper with this that much while like editing your first song. What I usually do is, what I usually used to do for me when learning how to utilize some of these features, for example the noise gate and so forth. So like I would finish working on after I'm done with the song, I would finish working on a song, and when I'm done I would go back to the vocals and then mess around with them, because the song is already out. So I'm not really like not really worried about messing up. Yeah. So the first thing I'm adding is the noise gate.
Everybody who's ever been homeless, your time of need you felt rejected by your homies.
And just that alone has already like reduced the sound a lot, reduced the noise a lot. Yeah.
This is for every single parent out there. I can only imagine the cross you bear.
But still, even that isn't really enough. Yeah. So the second thing I'm doing is adding reverb. And mainly they are like, I don't know. So for as far as reverb goes, the minutes like so those and they're all different, and so the setup might look a lot different. So what I will simply do is I'll show you like two ways, since I've got like two like reverb buses, uh, plugins in this, and yeah, let's begin. So when you open up reverb, mainly the first thing is you're going to see is the room size, damping, and like that's how weight something like how weight the mix is, and the level. So when you're just starting out, I want you to focus on one thing, like uh, you need to focus on adding the reverb. You only When you're just starting out, you just need to focus on one part, and that's the mix. Here was written weight. Yeah. So when it starts out, it will be set up around at about 50. Yeah. So what you need to do is, so this is what it sounds like at 50. Let me turn it on.
This is for everybody who's ever been broke, and anybody in the wheelchair that told you would never walk. This is for everybody.
So already it gives you that echo-ish vibe to it. Uh, so what you mainly want to do with vocals, since I'm doing like these are rap vocals and almost singing vocals, so you want a bit of that, but no, not, but it shouldn't be like that noticeable. Yeah, it just helps like when playing back the music to sound a bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this weight, and okay, I've got two options. I can either just dial it in or just enter what I want. So this is what I'm usually doing, like 10, just moving it that side, or you can just drag it to where you want it to be, like here, and just doing that
Who's ever felt alone with no one to tend to, so you just play the song. This is for
makes
everybody
everything
who's
already a
ever
lot
been
better.
homeless. Your time of need, you felt rejected by your homies. This is for every single parent out there. I can only imagine the cross you bear.
And now we're about to cover one more thing. So okay, right now this simply sounds good, but when I add the instrumental, listen.
This is for everybody who's ever been broke, and anybody in the wheelchair that told you would never walk. This is for everybody who's ever lost a loved one and understands the feeling of.
So the vocals are a bit low, yeah, they're a bit lower than they should be, and mainly like the one of the best ways I've found, like when it comes to raising vocals, I just like to use like the compressor feature, yeah. And here's a demonstration of what I'm talking about. So mostly people just like most people would just, this is where people just find the volume option and just increase it to, I don't know, like that, yeah. But that's not the most effective way. Let me just reset this to where it should be. And yeah, before I turn down, like, yeah, okay, so that 10. So this is what, so immediately you turn on what's this, a compressor. This is what you're getting.
Losing someone. This is for where I felt alone with no one to tend to, so you just play the song. This is for everybody who's ever been homeless.
Yeah, and the vocals are not yet really that high, they're still low. So what you want to do is open up the compressor again, and then like that's the threshold ratio, so you just ignore this part. You also ignore this part. Then what you want to focus on is the output gain. Yeah, so like I'll be playing the song and I'll be like raising it up while the song is playing, and try to find where it's like working well. Yeah, where it's in like complete balance with the beat. So since I already did this, I already know what dB the settings should be at. Listen.
Time of need, you felt rejected by your homies. This is for every single parent out there. I can only imagine the cross you bear. This is for everybody who's ever been broke, and anybody in the wheelchair that told you would never walk.
Yeah, as simple as that. And I've already raised my vocals. Like for me, that's like the most convenient way. Like usually raise my vocals. And I'm about to focus on, and I said reverb comes in like different forms. So you might see it's a very different setup from what you're looking at as in reverb wise. Yeah. So let me give you a demonstration of another reverb setup.
This is
I think yeah, here. So maybe you might be working something similar to this, and still the everything is still the same in a way, because although it seems a bit complicated right now, but it's still the same thing. In the right section, you have what's written as wait out. That's the output. So as in wait, it's more like it's a mix between the natural vocals and vocals with the reverb effect. So like, what mix do you want that to be? So instead of you like wasting a lot of time trying to work out how all these should be, I'll just like give you like a preset of what I usually do to save you a lot of time. So the first thing I usually do is so the output, for example, the output, just click on this, and you want this at a 12. It's as simple as that, the 12. And the reverb tail, this is the time difference. This is the time difference between when the vocal is said, when the vocal plays and the words are said, and that's just the reverb playing. Yeah, the time difference. It's more like latency, but the time difference. But yeah, so you actually have control over how long the time difference is. And what I would advise is, so that it's 12, like on the right side it's 12, and then the reverb tail, what you want to add is 1.2. Enter value. So let me add this. Hold on. Which is equal to 1.2. And now let's play it.
everybody who's ever lost a loved one and understands the feeling of losing someone.
As you heard, it sounds right. So like, I just saved you a lot of time right now. Yeah. So leave a comment if you liked what I just showed you. Yeah, and yeah, from there maybe I might show you other stuff, because okay, mainly if I've got someone inboxed me asking if I could show them how I actually get my vocals to sound a bit professional, and this is just what I wanted to do, just a quick help out. Yeah. Subscribe for more content, and leave a comment if you like this video. Thank you very much for watching. Omanji Sinkala, and I'm out.
Yeah, Omanji Sinkala. Listen. This is for everybody who's ever felt doubted, going through a storm, you wonder if you're gonna survive it. This is for everybody who's ever felt alone, with no one to tend to, so you just played it.